What's up, family? Man, I was just talking mad crazy to myself. I'm like, man, let me turn on my camera and get some of this stuff recorded. I'm just getting off work. Nice, busy day. But yeah, man, I'm just thinking, I'm like, I'm not even going to get all the way into it, man. My last thought about it is, it's like they know how to dig their hands into somebody's pocket, you know, calculate how much money they owe, the taxes, you know, everybody who owns child support check, who owes student loans. They know how to find you, your jobs, AR, have them, like, they know how to do all this stuff. But when it comes to cutting that reparations check, like, they know how to do every type of test. They know how to do a brown paper bag test. They know how to do a blood test. They know how to do an IQ test. They know how to do all these tests. But when it comes to testing that motherfucking check they supposed to be writing, yeah, the census come around every 10 years. Every 10 years, y'all need to be writing reparations checks. Y'all want black people to vote every 4 years when there's a new president. Y'all need to be writing them every 4 years. Y'all need to be writing them reparations checks. Yeah, y'all gonna need a big clerical army, because y'all got a 500 years worth of checks y'all need to be writing. So it's gonna take a while for y'all to do that. Like, it's weird. Yeah, they want people to grow up. They want people to go to college. They want people to buy shit up in America, buy all these cars, start families and all this stuff. Half the time people go into debt, but they want people to do all this shit, but cut them checks. How you think the economy gonna get better? Like, again, people thought it was crazy when Kanye said for every kid you have, you get $1 million. What you think the kid gonna do? Eat it? That money's going right back into the system to pump the economy up. Yeah. Strengthen the economy, strengthen the workforce, right? The stock market is only gonna get bigger and bigger, especially if all they like to do is hypnotize people into sex, drugs, and alcohol. That means there's more babies being created. They did the whole Wade versus Roe, so they're getting rid of abortions and all these false terminations that people want to be having. So there's more babies being built. You think we're going to stay at 7 billion or 8 billion forever? No, at some point there's going to be, and they're lying to you, telling you that there's not enough room on this planet. At some point it's going to be 20 billion, 30 billion, 50 billion people on this planet. The places, the woodland areas that people don't normally stay, them places going to be, they're going to have sky rises in them places, in them areas too. But yeah, man, me monologuing again. See, they don't like for a person like me to get up on the podium. I was watching the news. They actually brought Matthew McConaughey out to talk about, the gentleman, to talk about how, they talk about the gun laws, you know, and gun patrols. You know, they know how to use different celebrities. You know, everybody try to come down on Johnny Depp. But again, women, they have to realize how they've put the power in women's hands. And how women in their chaotic nature, you know, can't fault them for it. They ruin certain things. You know, an equally balanced woman knows herself, and she knows how to bring peace to her and the people around them. But if you're doing nothing but marketing and advertising, and I don't like commercials, and every time a woman opens up a magazine, well, they don't read nowadays. Every time she clicks on an app, she's competing with herself or people around her for no reason. They gonna sit there and lie and say, I don't stare at pictures of myself, but you in a bathroom for an hour trying to find and shoot the best selfie. Stop lying. Just like how you like to say you don't follow men around and you don't stalk men. That's all you guys do. You guys keep your head on the swivel. That's why you always know when men are around, and that's why you always catch an attitude, because your brain is tired trying to figure out what men are doing. So when men come around, you instantly catch an attitude. Again, thinking is hard for some people. But again, yeah, the gun laws, they pushing back on the gun laws. Like, damn, we just asking y'all to raise the legal buying gun age a couple years. Like, damn, so y'all just gonna let 18-year-olds buy guns? Like, but you can't buy alcohol unless you're 21? Stupid as fuck. Like, again, why do we have old people that have already lived their lives out making decisions and running the country for people that have their whole lives ahead of them? I have my whole life ahead of me at 36. I'll be 36 this year. I have my whole life ahead of me. You know how many more presidents are going to be voted for over the next 32 years? That's another 8 presidencies that I'm going to be hopefully alive for. Like, that's crazy. The people that's actually working these jobs and keeping these companies and these businesses and these political arenas afloat. The people that participate in them, right? The people that you drain taxes from to pay these politicians and to pay all these different people, man. It's like, but yet, and it's crazy because in my tarot video, see, the little white boy had no problem running up to me while I'm sitting Indian style in the park at 9 in the morning just pulling cards. He thinking that it's fun. He's probably looking at me like a teacher, like, oh, this black guy looks cool. So, and I would welcome him in a warm embrace. Like, I'm not a crazy psychotic killer. Like, I would literally teach the guy. Like, I would teach young children. And see, that's the thing. Like, he doesn't have that misconception of, oh, black people are bad or black people are evil or whatever the case may be, as he's sneaking up behind me, right? And me welcoming him as a black man, like, yeah, I'll teach you something. But then you go through life and people teach these young kids that, no, buy guns and shoot people up. Like, this weirdo shit. Like, don't you have time? You got too much time on your hands. You put that energy into something else. But yeah, man, it's weird. It's weird. And again, they like to call people like me witches and doctors and it's World Tarot Day, man. I'm in my job at my desk, and I go to YouTube and it's World Tarot Day. Listen, y'all play too much, man. Y'all better stop watching me, bruh. I'm about to make tarot mainstream around this bitch. Next thing you know, every black person's gonna be a tarot reader instead of a damn rapper or a damn athlete. But yeah, man, see, again, people projecting. They call you a devil, and the next thing you know, people they call Michael Jackson an alien and all this type of crazy stuff. But how many people you see still moonwalking? Like, women are so crazy. They talk about how grown they is and how independent they are and all this other stuff. All right, black men out here killing people, right? And this is infighting, because black women, you guys have been committing child sacrifice along with every other woman. See, you point your fingers at someone and you call someone something, but you guys don't even realize what you're doing at the end of the day. Like, these people get paid off. They actually get paid off. It's literally child sacrifice. They get paid off C-sections. They get paid off abortions. Damn, they get paid off miscarriages. There's birth and death certificates, for God's sakes. You know how much easy money that is for them to cut a child out of you, or for them to, it's called medical bills. Like, you guys do more child sacrifice than anything. Let alone the child is in the world and you abandon the child in the home by themselves. The world is just crazy. But that's just how people treat each other. That's how people react, and that's how people live their lives. So the only thing people like me can do at the end of the day is really teach people that, you know, man, it's always an opportunity to learn something new, man. Keep your head on a swivel, you know. Judgment is, you know, it's there for a reason, just like every other word in a dictionary, which is made up because, again, the original psychics and the original intuitives were able to read each other's minds. Damn it, we were just falling in love with the art and the music. Fuck talking back and forth, because y'all ain't talking about nothing. What we really talking about? Show me what you got. Like, be what the change that you want to see. Like, it's crazy. You can be in the middle of a war, and I'm pretty sure you could probably find this in some bedtime story or in some Disney movie where there's a giant war going on, and then you have the maiden or whoever, the prince or whoever, come out onto the battlefield and just start singing and dancing while everyone's fighting, and then everyone stops and just looks at him like, whoa. Yeah, that's the power of magic. That's the power of a magician. That's the power of, again, why do they try to get celebrities and things like that to initiate political ideas or participate in war politics and shit like that? But where did I start and where am I ending off, man? See, you start me up and I just keep going and going and going. literally my last call of the day, I had one of those types of guys, a guy that's probably twice my age, who's probably been to half the country, the country company, been to half the states in America. I think he's in Canada now, so he literally got to the wrong department, but he talked my ear off for like 20 minutes, which I don't mind because it runs up time, right? They sent some sort of an award out today, or like some type of email blast saying that I was one of the top performers. Reached $1,000 in sales. I'm not sure if that's for the week, because these people have been working here longer than me, so it must be either for the week or for the month or something like that. But yeah, you know, make it look easy, man. There's still a long way to go. I pride myself on learning something new every day, you know. But yeah, so much shit, man. So many different stories out there. I get bombarded with so much energy. Yo, I can get in a heated debate or argument with someone to the left of me, then turn to the right of me and have the most loving, reciprocative conversation. And that's where I'm at with it now, man. It's a juggling thing, man. Trying to keep my peace, trying to keep my sanity, you know. Once people see you sweat, then they think they got you on the ropes, you know. People say or do things just to try to get a reaction out of you, just to prove their own biases, you know. That's why I be by myself, because I'm not hanging around people that don't got shit going on for themselves, like man or woman. You know, we had a small little light conversation at work today about dating, and it's like, men will take advantage of a woman that's just gonna sit there and pay their bills. And then that's how we ended up with all these females that's out here scarred, talking about I don't need no man and all this. Like, without a single father to show you or prep you, this is how the society ends up. And white women are following suit. Again, I'm gonna end it off like this. There is a whole reason why we even had a black president. There was never gonna be a black president in this country. We were brought here to be slaves until we proved our worth. Like, life will make a way. It goes from the rap music, you know. White men have been sucking on the tit of black women, and they've been raising their children on slave plantations, you know, for years and years and years. We get to the point to where black people have become, you know, they've become very talented, so they're able to do things like put music out there and art out there, so people, which draws on the heartstrings, which gets people emotional. So, you know, regardless of old white people that's stuck in their ways and don't want to change, we have young people. Again, there's someone coming out of high school every day, and they want to experience life in abundance, and they want to see something new. I'm tired of seeing the same things over and over and over again. So they cross over to a different culture. That's what they call exotic, right? I want to do something foreign, or I want to be with a foreign woman, or I want to taste something exotic. So yeah, they would buy rap music, listen to rap songs in the 70s and 80s, real loud in their suburban homes, right? And we know how white kids run over their parents. Johnny, turn that music down. Fuck you, Mom. I'm listening to Run DMC. So they love the music. And it even happens to me. Sometimes I might hear a country song and I might get the nod in my head a little bit, even though I don't like country. But these parents, they have to listen. They are forced to listen to their kids blast not only rock and roll, but rap music as well, which rock and roll is a derivative of rap. So, yeah, man. And if you don't know, now you know. 5 years ago, rap pretty much became the most widely listened to and successful song genre around the world. But yeah, if parents get so tired of listening to it, and it's like subconsciously it gets beat into their subconscious. So now they kind of understand black people's plight. You know, maybe it starts with the white suburban mom. I kind of see what they're talking about, and I kind of see what they're saying on TV. It matches up, because how many lies can you tell until the truth starts to come out, right? Damn, we see it on TV, the Rodney King lies, we hear it in the music. Then she has a heartfelt conversation with her husband in bed, you know, the would-be doctor or garbage man or blue or white collar guy, right? And it slowly starts to take effect. And you know, they stop seeing black people as monkeys, right? And start to actually see them as intelligent human beings. because their kids were blasting music and they had no choice but to listen to music, and the pain that was in the music, the humanity and the emotion and the intelligence, the brilliant artistic literature, poetry that's in that stuff, right? So then they're thinking at that voting ballot, they're like, you know, some of them still don't want to live around black people. They get in their fancy communities and they're like, they keep those negras out, right? But you know, most of my teachers were white and they loved me. And they knew that I was going to change the world one day. I still remember their names. You remember all your favorite teachers' names, right? So, yeah. So all those little dots, all these, you know, little small little things that culminated into one big giant thing. Because what's holding you together? What's holding your clothes together? One little small stitch, one little small seam is holding your whole outfit together. So with all those little things culminating into one, now we have white folks and foreigners questioning themselves. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you have a black man on the ballot. And everyone's been smoothed over enough. You know, of course, there's there's strings there. But hey, man, you better take what you can get. Where there's a will, there's a way, right? You know, you got to work yourself from the ground up. Pull yourself up from your bootstraps. We're just waiting on the second black president or the first woman president, right? Or whatever Asian or Mexicans born in this country. They say you have to be of a certain age and you have to be born in this country, right? So, yeah. That's how things evolve. That's how these things changed. Again, I was explaining to someone last night, Pisces. I was teaching him about astrology and his birth chart. And he's like, how do you know all this stuff about me? I'm like, man, none of this shit is new. There's nothing under the stars is new. And that's what we all think we're unique and we're different. Yeah, in our own different ways. You know? Where do you think Superman comes from? Where do you think Incredible Hulk comes from? We have people nowadays that's taking advantage of guns. So just imagine if someone had the power of Superman, what they would do with it. So people can't handle DNA activation right now. They will one day though. But yeah, it all comes from somewhere. One day we're going to be able to fly again. One day we're going to be able to shoot laser beams out of our eyes and all that type of stuff. But guess it's karate time, huh? Yeah. But yeah, so it's all hidden within us. There'll be an evolution one day. Again, we all was able to fly at some point. It's just we have laws, we have rules, that sort of thing. We let someone convince us that, hey, stop flying. Hey, stop running at the speed of light. Hey, stop doing those things. So after years and years and years and thousands and millions of years of deprogramming and people hypnotizing you, telling you not to do that, now we don't know how to fly anymore. Now we don't know how to teleport and communicate with each other telepathically anymore. So it's just like the de-evolution of man. You give man too much technology, man himself thinks that he's getting smarter when no, you're getting stupider because you're using your brain less, you're exercising less, and you're just relying on technology. Damn, we're almost at 20 minutes. Grab me some din din from Publix before I head out. But yeah, man. See? It's a lot, man. This type of shit that be on my mind when I be talking about insomnia or I be talking about sleepless nights. I don't look at it as a bad thing. It doesn't bother me. It's just more time to sit up and think about the real things and solve some of these real issues that we have in life. Like, why is money even still a thing? Why isn't world hunger solved yet? Why are people still getting shot down in grocery stores and schools and churches and all this type of stuff? Like, and they having a simple problem with raising the gun laws from you can't buy guns at the age of 18 to 21. Like, but then you'll neglect your kids and have them develop mental illness. Like, I don't understand it. But that's all I got for y'all today, man. This lady's like, what the hell is this dude talking about? Like, you didn't have another aisle to go into. But yeah, that's what I have for y'all today, man. I'm out of here. Grab me some din din.
I will be as soon as possible. Thank you.